Hi, it's the Professor here again in hot and sweaty England just right now. Slightly different video today. So about a couple of weeks ago, I got a comment on one of my videos. It's from Carl Does Stuff. And he said, nice video. How about customized versions for specific purposes? So customized Chat GPTs. Let's go for it. Here we are on Carl Does Stuff's YouTube channel. So I'll put a link below if you want to subscribe. He's got 1,000 subscribers and he says, can you help me get to 1,000 subscribers in his description? So he's already achieved that. So well done, Carl. But I'll put a link if you're interested in this. So Carl does a range of things. He does DIY, but he also does the growing and looking after of a plant called a desert rose. So he's got a video here on desert roses. He's got a video here on desert roses. I think he's got one just behind me. There you go, on desert roses. So I thought, why don't we do a GPT to support people who want to grow and look after desert roses? Let's do it. Okay, here we are on Chat GPT. So to create GPTs, go into the top right hand corner, My GPTs. It'll bring up any GPTs that you've already created, and then press the Create button. But you have to be on the paid version, the plus version, to be able to create GPTs. Let's jump over to the paid version that I've got. Here we are on my main GPT, Chat GPT that's paid. So go to My GPTs as we did before. It'll bring up GPTs that I've created. And you say create a GPT and you get into this screen, which allows you to start creating the GPT. Okay, so here we are in the creation of a new GPT. As you can see on the top left, it's a draft. And then we put in make a GPT that will support people to grow and care for desert roses. And it suggests a name for the GPT, which sounds good to me. So we'll say yes to that. And then it looks to create a profile picture and it'll generate one for me. I don't really know what a desert rose looks like, but I'm assuming that it's going to give me something. There we go. I think that looks okay. And it gives me a profile picture for the desert rose. And then it asks me if I like that. I say yes, it looks fine. And then it starts to ask me about refining the context further. And this is where we're going to start entering information about desert roses. Okay, so now I obviously know nothing about desert roses. So what I'm going to tell ChatGPT is that I'm going to upload documents that will give it the context it needs to be able to create this GPT. So do that, and it says, fine, got it. Feel free to upload any documents you need into GPT to make the context work. Okay, to make my life a bit easier, what I'm going to do is use my Professor ChatGPT, which is unpaid, to do my research, and then copy and paste it into the paid version of my account. You can obviously do this all in the same ChatGPT, but just to make it easier so that I'm not jumping between screens for your sake, I'm going to do it on a separate one. So I'll show you each bit and then copy and paste the information over as we go. So here we are on the Professor GPT, and I've put in a command, find me information I can upload into ChatGPT about growing and care of desert roses. And of course, it immediately comes back with a whole load of information about growing and caring for desert roses, gives me the Latin name, it talks about what types of plants they are, the requirements for light, temperature, humidity, the soil type, the pH level, how often you should water it, the dormant period, fertilizer type, frequency, etc., etc., etc. How you look after desert roses and how they grow and work and how long you can expect them to last for. So I'm getting this information, and what I'm going to do is, once I've got all of this, this will be the first bit of information I put into the new GPT. So I get the information, I press at the bottom in the middle I press the copy, and then I can paste that into Chat GPT. So here we are back into the main GPT where we're creating it. I've pasted the information in, and Chat GPT is now reading and absorbing that information. So what this is effectively doing is training the new GPT with information that we want it to be able to give back to any user of the GPT, and it takes all the information that we put in and has started learning from that information. So here we are training the AI to know what we want it to do when we ask it a particular question. And there we are, we get to the end and it asks us if we want to put more information in. So now we're going to go back into ChatGPT and say, give me links to videos on desert roses, because we know we love YouTube, we learn on YouTube a lot. So I've asked it for a series of links that it can analyze, and then that can help to teach the GPT the information it needs. And it gives me links, and it gives me links that I can go to. I can click on the link and that brings me through to the website, and I can just copy and paste the link that I can then paste into the GPT builder. So back over to the GPT builder. So I just say analyze this video and paste that into the prompt. Press go, and it will look at the video, search the web, search YouTube, and understand what the video is about, draw out the information from that video. Okay, I'll go and do all of the cutting and pasting. You don't want to watch me do that. But remember, this is a GPT for Carl. So let's go to Carl's site and see if we can use his videos to educate this GPT. Here we are on Carl Does Stuff's website, and let's start with on his YouTube channel. Let's start with this video. So we cut here, and then we can go back into the GPT builder, and we can say analyze this, and copy the link in. There we go. Press go. Now it said that it can't directly access the video. Okay, so I tried that a couple of times. I'm not quite sure why I can't get anything off Carl's YouTube channel. It might be because of the settings he's put on his videos that doesn't allow people to clip them and take information from them. But there's a learning point. But obviously, if Carl's building this, he's got all that information and he can upload it. So it's obviously not just videos. There are also documents out there that can help us to understand how to grow desert roses. So here we go in ChatGPT again. Find me documents I can download about the care and growing of desert roses. And as you have seen many times before, press go and you get a big list of places to find documents around desert roses. So here we go, there are two there: Epic Gardening, Gardening Know-How. Click through to the website, it's given me the links, and then you can cut and paste the link, the web page. That's what they look like, I think. Cut and paste the web page, and then take it into ChatGPT. Done all the cutting and pasting. It's hot as hell here in the UK, probably hot enough to grow desert roses. So I've done all the cutting and pasting. So let's go back into the GPT that we have now built, and we have taught it. We've given it lots of information in videos and documents. And of course, if you're creating your own GPT, you can keep doing this over and over again to put more and more information in. So let's jump back into that GPT and see what we've got. So here we are back in the Desert Rose Care Guide GPT, and we've been working in the create area. We're now going into the configure. So here you can see it tells us what the GPT is all about. It has some conversation starters. How should I water desert roses? So things that you can think of, and you can add your own in here. So can I I don't know, can I grow desert roses in my particular country, something like that. So you can create these starters, and you can see on the right hand side these pop up as options that you can start a conversation with in Chat GPT in your Desert Rose Care Guide GPT. So you can see there are also some other options there. So you can upload files here, so additional knowledge that you want to put into the GPT. And then there's some pieces around capabilities. So do you want it to be able to browse the web? Do you want it to be integrated with DALL-E? And both of those are ticked. I would absolutely keep those as they are. And then your final action on the top right hand side, where it says create, you click there to create your GPT, and that's the job done. So to the exciting bit, here we are back in ChatGPT. You go to My GPTs over in the right hand corner, and voila, Desert Rose Care Guide. So you can click on that and it takes you into the Desert Rose Care Guide, and as you can see, your question starters are there, and you can just click on one of those question starters. How often should I water desert roses? And it will start giving you information on the watering frequency, etc. of the desert rose, the seasons, climate considerations, all additional tips, etc. The technique for watering. Fantastic. And of course you can ask any questions of the GPT, and it will obviously take from the information that we've put in, but also, as you remember, we left it clicked on the search the web, so it will go out and find additional information as well. So when to prune, the tools you need. This seems to be quite an important part of managing desert roses. You know, how to making clean cuts, shaping the plant, etc. So there's lots of information there, and you can play around with this. You can add new information in, of course, but that's your GPT on the care of desert roses. Okay, back into our Desert Rose Care Guide, nearly finished now. If you click on here, you can see you can start a new chat, you can edit the GPT, and one of the things you might want to do is to share it. So if we click on share, and as you can see, you get only me, anyone with a link, and the Chat GPT store. You can copy the link. I think first thing we need to do is set it to anyone with a link. There we go. And copy that link and save it. There we are. Let's save the settings. I might need to update it first and then copy the link. Okay, let's do that. There we go. So invite only, copy the link, and now I've got that on my clipboard, and I will post it in the comments below so you guys can have a look at the GPT yourself. You copy it in, paste it in, and it should, if you've got the plus scheme, if you've got a paid GPT, you should have access then to the Desert Rose Care Guide GPT. Test it out, let me know what happens. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that. We've created a GPT, a specific GPT for the care and growing of desert roses. Right from scratch, we've added information, we've taught the GPT the information we wanted to know. We've created some initial conversations, but of course, over time, that will develop and you can ask it whatever you want, and it will obviously go out to the web and answer questions if we haven't put the information in as well. Hope you found that interesting. I think there are loads of uses. Remember, this was just one use that came up from a comment in the video. There must be loads of different uses for GPTs, and I know I have them for supporting making my CV better, those sorts of things, for writing documents regularly. I've created GPTs to do that. So it's a really powerful tool. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe. It really helps me. It helps me to continue to create these videos. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. I'd really be interested to hear from you, and I will see you soon. Bye bye for now.